Hey, hi, how are you? Sorry for the late night stuff, and I know I should normally be asleep, but y'all know I'm mainly a nighttime person. Well, we're almost close to a new year, and for some people, it looks like it's going to be going more up or more down. Either way, I'm here to tell you don't feel like a clown, and here's why. Things are going to thing. As we go into 2026, I want to tell you hey, you probably already know this, but I'm going to reinforce it. There are some things that are in your control. There are some things that are not in your control. Hopefully, you will be able to tell the difference because I know that are a lot of people that tend to overthink, and that can do a lot of stuff to you. For example, working out. I know a lot of you guys want to work out, and I'm going to have a general message to you of just honestly what you would like to do going forward. Literally next month, I'm going to be 23. And I know there's going to be a lot of things, a lot of X, Y, and Z and stuff you're going to be changing in your life. We're all always changing. For example, my ass, I love sweets. For fuck's sake, I have a cheesecake right here that I will eat and etc. Maybe throughout this video, maybe not. But let me tell y'all something and at least give y'all some points and stuff of where I'm coming from. I love you guys, but I feel like there is a tough factor that is gargantuanly needed. If you have any goals, any aspirations, and don't get me wrong, this definitely applies to me as well. Y'all know Sundays is normally like my calm day, but since I am working and my schedule consists of Sunday going up to Thursday, I'm pretty much gonna have to like what is it? Make a lot of adjustments if I choose to. But that brings us into the next thing. Don't wait. Do not wait. I bloody guarantee you do not wait. Whether it's talking to someone you find cute and attractive, honestly, be yourself, talk to them decently, reveal bits and pieces of yourself over time, try not to like overdo it. And if you still want to remain friends with them, or if you would like for things to go to like the next degree that you both feel comfortable with, go for it. You know, there are a lot of things I realize, especially as I get older, where it's just like, if you don't ask, you won't receive. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm trying to keep the lights from turning off right here. Think about it. It's like going for work, right? Whether what I'm currently doing right now is working. Hopefully, I'm able to just like things don't go up and go bump and pretty much, dissolve me. Things have been working out pretty wonderful. And you use that to like funnel streaming and etc. and stuff like that. And hopefully on my off days, you just try to like make the most of it. Or something like exercising. I know a lot of you guys absolutely want to do exercise and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tie all of this into just let me give you my experiences with some things, right? Sometimes I was given the option, sometimes I wasn't given the option, right? For example, my parents thought it was a great and adequate punishment to take away my stuff. The problem is that I was always gifted the ability of creativity. I was literally never bored, and if I was bored, I'm not gonna lie, I did plenty of fucked up shit. No one's innocent here. Not you. Sure as fuck not me, but I'm still innocent, so they would take away my belongings, my prize stuff or whatever. And I love y'all. I'm sorry if y'all are looking at this. I would pretty much after school just my bad if they weren't home, go get my shit, have a field day with it, and then if they were coming, I'd go and put it back. Or what is it? During nighttime and stuff like that, you get all your shit taken away. I would turn my room into a literal prison workout. It's weird. It's like, what is it? I heard that it's like if you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit, right? Here's a challenge for y'all starting today, right? Genuinely do 10 push ups, right? I would do 10 push ups on my bed, but the last time I did that, I fucked my hands up really bad. Even though you can do good for them, but GG. Plus, I'm in underwear. I don't think y'all want to see black ebony butt cheeks in your face. But if there is something that you all have set your mind to, like you want to become a YouTuber, you want to become the best tradesman that you can with like doing electricity, you want to find stable work, you want to be happy. The thing is, I legitimately believe in all of you that you will be able to do all of that one day. Just remember the few things that I will tell you. Have a step by step playlist or list, really, if you can, on how to get there. Because through asking questions and finding the things to solve those, will you continue to progress? And if you fail, don't take it as just you have completely failed. There have been plenty of beautiful people that I have known, met, seen, all that other jazz. But the thing is, a lot of people are smart, right? And if you're smart, you know what you would do: quit and go to something else that would work. But there are also stubborn people like me, to where it's like you will see something go through and through, and you want to follow it through and through. Like, what is it for me with YouTube, right? Man, it's easy to get caught up in views and etc., all that other stuff, but I'm just like, there's a lot that's going on. I'm a busy person, majority of the time. And then the other half of that is just, I'm not gonna lie, I just want to fucking relax, have time and all that other shit to myself. But I will go back to that later on in this video. There are plenty of people who are smart that see the chances of this, that, and the other third happening being almost zero to zilch. Let me tell y'all something, right? Let me give you a great, wonderful example. This YouTube channel, the people you watch as a whole, YouTube as a literal whole, you literally turn it from nothing into something. This is why I try to tell people, hey, get more in touch with that creative and that freedom aspect. And I know as you get older, it's just, especially now, hopefully, maybe 5, 10 years in the future, things are egregiously better for the love of all that is holy. Oh boy, yeah, yeah, good lordy. Okay, my bad. I tried doing a mic check and it apparently stopped the video, so let's keep going anyway. Back to smart people. You see the chances of the thing being zero to zilch, and you just go, nope. Here is the thing, and I know this is almost a definition of insanity: bumping your head against the wall until it shatters or until you shatter. There have been too many times I have wanted to give up with stuff, and this is where things get morbid. I'm aware whenever I bring up serious topics and etc., I can bring them up in a good elevated level, but I also realize at times I can be someone you don't want to be around because it can be miserable at times, and I'm sorry for that. I feel like genuinely like a friend or so, you would want someone to tell you these things, and I know the delivery, the message, all of that can be worked on, but just the simple fact of like, hey, I'm trying to tell y'all. What is that? Think of Smono, Caleb, the Brown brothers, Avi, Captain Bob, Chicken, Dami, Red, what is it? Ez, and a whole lot of other people. I want y'all to do better than me. I know this always feels weird, and it's just. I know that this feels like, whoa, this is coming out of nowhere. You good? You okay? I was at work, and the thing is, believe it or not, I love reading. I really do. I love reading various manga. I love reading various horror. I love watching horror. I love watching a lot of manga, like all of that. And there's this wonderful guy, the guy who made Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch. That guy, I've been following him for years, genuine years, right? And I remember in one of his short stories, right, he was just like, you learn how to get better through like various methods, right? Where it's just like, if you want to be a better film director or anything like that, you're going to watch a better, I mean, you're going to watch the betterment of a crud ton of movies, right? If you want to be a better gamer, you're going to be playing a crud ton of games or improving in multiple areas or one area until you get better. Shit, what is it? My physique, for example. Literally, if I were to show you pictures and stuff of me as a kid, I used to be a twig. You could squint your eyes, look at me, and I was a black spoon. And good lord, some days I still feel small, but that's also just something that I'm working on. I'm often reminded I'm not small, but just the things that happen to you, the things that even define you to a degree, is not completely true so long as you don't let it to be. And yes, I know once again, this is something that we all know. I'm never going to undermine you, treat you like you're stupid. I'm going to try to meet you on equal levels or assume you're smart, which I do believe a majority of y'all are. I know we goof off, but in times of seriousness and all that, we are able to actually do it. And thank y'all for that. What is it? The greatest thing that I've always been told is that, hey, if you ever want to see change in something, you have to be that change. It's like playing fucking Marvel Rivals, right? And yes, I know this is slightly targeted, but it's just if there happens to be a problem with something going on, right? Other people will tell you to swap, do X, Y, and Z. And yes, I know I'm definitely a hypocrite in that regard because if I see a fucking Black Widow or Spider Man, I'm automatically throwing middle fingers like they're Naruto hand signs at them, just like, why? You better be really fucking good. Because it's like, how do I explain this? When you're doing something in that regard, you want to have fun, right? And fun can mean different variations to a lot of people, such as winning the game, playing to where you're hopefully not getting curb stomped. Or maybe you're a complete dickhead and you just like throwing for the entire team. Fun can be had in a myriad of ways. Now, like I said, I am a hypocrite in this regard and I can admit it. Doesn't mean it's okay, but we're working on that. How do I explain this? people who tend to gatekeep fun, especially older folks or whatever, right? People who will rag on you for watching video games, anime. I remember when I was a kid to like teenager, people used to do that heavily, and I'm like, it's now mainstream. I feel old because whenever I mention like story games or whatever, people look at it, it's just like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh. Or I mentioned some other things. Y'all call me old. Like, I'm not old. But hey, that's okay. You guys will be old one day too. We will all be old together. Probably making fun of each other. But the same people who used to make fun of us and shit like that, or the older people who do X, Y, and Z, will be the same people that will just. How do I explain this? People who will be playing 2K or whatever the fuck, for example. And I can't say shit. I play 2K, but I still go outside and play basketball. Well, not in my area. I'm not fixing to get fucking shot. But I still find it egregiously funny that these people will rag on us for video games, X, Y, and Z, the stuff that we consume and do. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it's more interactive and telling someone of a certain group to go make you a sandwich and etc. Ha ha ha, funny. Look, when you're on the internet, I hate to say it, majority of stuff goes. Like creating YouTube channels and shit, for example. You got to be okay with the criticism to a certain degree. It's always up to you. How do you respond to it? Me personally, some of it I ignore. Others it gets to me for like 5 minutes, but then I realize they're probably going to be retarded for the rest of their life. So, what is it? You will have the same people who will rag on you that will do nothing but watch basketball, football, all other types of stuff, reality TV shows, and it's like, okay, you say what I consume and do is slop, yet you look at this, and I know everything is very subjective. But my bad, I'm gonna tie all of this around to just tell you, genuinely, life is way too long and way too short for you to just go, what if? Does that make a good amount of sense to you? I just want to reaffirm it if it does. You would be surprised at the stuff you get into because I've always been so used to taking care of people, right? That now it comes about my turn to just take care of myself. And the thing is that I'm very thankful towards everyone in my life, especially my parents. I know we don't always see eye to eye, and I know that things happen. But you know what's the weirdest thing despite all of that? Yeah, sometimes in the moment I'm not able to smile, but it's just pretty much afterwards. I've learned to build an affinity for just turning the negative shit into just positive stuff. Like, what is it? If I get rejected from someone, right? I actually will crack a fucking grin, a smile, and it's like, yeah, I got rejected. I really like this person, but I'm also like, you know what? You know what? We've been through this enough so much. Like, yeah, it hurts, but let's turn this pain, this shit into just something where it's just like, I'll be sitting there like, I'm glad you did that, honestly, because it's like, I know that sounds weird. It does. I'm very self aware about it. But I'm just sitting there like, I get fucking happy, and I'm like, you know what? My heart's thumping, my heart's bumping, and it's like, yo, all they could tell you is yes or no. And whenever they tell me no, like I said, big ass grin, and I'm sitting there like, ah, okay. Depending on who they are, maybe we can still maintain a nice friendship, or we go our separate ways because shit, I don't fucking know. I mean, some of them I do know, but it's just like I don't like to really look back on it too much. And the weird part is, I get flashbacks of shit. Just what is it? I'm fucking 23. I've had two fiancées, and sometimes I will oddly get flashbacks of them. It's like you're trying to move on, but it's just you're doing something. It's just like that. You get fucking reminded, and it's like, great. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You know, to all the people that either I have wronged or have wronged me, that's way too many people to fucking name, but still, honestly, whatever life does, it just does. I hope you get to live and have some type of decency. I'm not gonna I know this is gonna sound odd to say. I'm not gonna wish any like niceness or anything like that because it's just I don't know what type of person you've developed and turned out to be. Hopefully, it is good and things happen to stay that way for you. But that's as much as I will go into because here comes the other darker aspects and shit that I would want y'all to know about me. I am a hard person to please. I am very chaotic, but I can also be very stable. I just find that boring sometimes. It's like, it's a weird thing to be vulnerable because growing up, I never had a lot of emotional stability. I'm, oh my God. I have a secret hidden channel, right? That I will reveal to y'all if you remind me. It was when I was a teenager, right? I deleted some videos on there. Not recently, but just like a long time ago. I don't know why. I should have kept them. But I'll talk about some positives and some negatives. As you grow older, you will learn more things about yourself and the world, right? And I know this is going to sound odd, but I remember one of Tatsuki Fujimoto's works, right? My bad if I butchered his name. It was this guy recording in one of the short stories. He was recording his mom, right? And throughout it, it painted a lot of just happy moments or just like painting nothing but the good side of her, right? Until you get to the end where it's just like the guy walks out because turns out his mom had a terminal illness and she succumbed to it. And it turns out that, what is it, towards the end, like big ass explosion. And the guy submitted it at this player no my bad at this festival for a school, right? Everyone resonated with it until towards the end where they were just like, yo, this is tone deaf, like dog. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fucked up what you did at the end. Like, I was with everything until you did that last part with your mom where it's just like you that the hospital blew up, like what the fuck. I was like, yeah, I see that too, but at the same time it did resonate with me. I was like, I understand in a weird sense. Like, I used to be that person that would run away from everything. But I'm gonna give you the short story run of it before this video gets too long. He basically meets this girl and she goes through the same thing and she's saying, "Hey, record me, etc." All this, that, and the third. And the guy's dad, right? My bad if this is a little bit all over the place, but I promise it will make sense. The guy's dad is just like, later on, he's like, "Hey, I recorded those last bits of your mom because she told you to like record it and etc." And it's just, it turns out that the guy and both guys, the guy's wife and then the other guy's mom, same person, but she was a fucking jerk. And she was just like, "I want you to record me until my last words and shit like that." And it turns out that the guy, whenever he did present that video, he showed nothing but the good side of her, right? And I know I have my own gripes with everything. Nobody's perfect. Hurt people do hurt people, but hopefully we're all still able to heal. And I remember that one last part that the guy who recorded his wife, right, was talking about some yeah, I shot that last bit where your mom was in the hospital and her dying breath. And she basically said that boy was useless until the end. And I'm just like, that's your fucking kid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel utterly horrible, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. Looking back at it now, I probably wouldn't have wanted to be more traumatized than what I am now. Because the thing with me is, I pretty much just suppress and repress stuff, but when it gets out, it's a cataclysm. And look, I say all of this because it's just, we're all not going to be here. Now, don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. In fact, I'd say, hey, let that motivate you. I'm not always going to be here, but the best thing that I can do is just share with you guys the stuff I know, the stuff I've learned. Hopefully, you can do the same thing with me. Actually, no, I would love if you did the same thing with me. Because I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to be a doctor, which is weird until I saw the conditions and stuff that doctors used to live in and do and all that. I was like, oh, like my own well being would be fucking ooh like that. Which is even weirder because it's like, you come over here to YouTube and it's just, I feel like it's chaos. At least for me. But the thing is, I thrive in chaos and shit, we're going off the rails and shit again. You got to keep everything one thing at a time. That's the best thing I can also tell you too. Because I get so excited, my mind runs at like 9,000 miles per hour and shit. So it's like, shit. But I do all of this because it's nice to say hi to you guys. Just try to be there. Just say, hey, we all come together, have some fun, do whatever. It's just our own time and we do whatever the hell we want with it. And just to create those moments whenever we do look back and just go, you know, that was a good day. I've been through a lifetime of so much bad stuff, so much horrendous shit to where it's just, I will speak about it in time and what you can take away and what you can learn from it, either through a story or through what actually happened. I'll let some of y'all decide, and then the other half will be me deciding on what to also just include, how to say all that shit, right? It's a process. But despite it all, keep trying. You'll surprise and you'll amaze yourself. You know? I know literally everyone can do whatever the hell that they want to. Just remember creating nothing from something. And I know it's painfully optimistic, and I'd hate to be like a realistic eon thing, but not right now. Not right now. We got a whole new year coming, and I'll say it again. I know you guys are definitely going to be having your New Year's resolutions, all this other shit. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people, hopefully not you guys, a lot of people after like 3 months, their shit pretty much deteriorates and it just turns into like a loop year. Like that. No matter how little, no matter how big it is, see that shit through. Have fun. Live. Love. Don't let someone tell you that you aged out of doing whatever the hell you want to do. Because think about it. There's probably some shit that they do that, they've aged out of or whatever. And I know this is going to sound childish, but it's just. The thing is, I've been doing a lot of adult shit for just so fucking long. I just want to, like, take a break from it. But that's not fucking realistic. You still got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. Then after that, you can just relax and do whatever else you want to do. I know people say that they hate wasted potential. And the thing is with me is I pretty much whatever I've literally set my mind to, I have done it. It's just always a matter of when. And the same thing can be said about you. It's just you learn to thrive through the chaos and you learn to just thrive when it's stable, all that other shit. I literally never know what to say, but it's just don't wait. Once again, do not wait. You don't want to have that weight, that burden on your chest to where it's just. I don't know how to explain it. Through years, through etc. I kept feeling like I was a loser and etc. I never was. Come to think of it, I met plenty of people who were good for me, who were bad for me, and you learn a lot through just staying here. There have been plenty of times I have, let's just say, the best thing I can say is I've been, like I said, through a lifetime of shit. And given with what I have now, especially mental wise, I choose to work past it. Because I feel like I do have legitimate reasons to just curl up into a ball, wallow in everything for days, but it's just. I do that rarely. I do that rarely because I've learned a lot more recently and further beyond. It's okay to just let these things out. But I do love helping people. I've always had. So stick around. Things will still get chaotic. We're still fiends. I swear to God. Oh, God damn it. Why the fuck am I thinking of Travis Scott Fiend? All I hear right now is just Fiend, 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 Fiend. But ooh wee, Christmas is coming. Holidays never feel the same for me. Like I said, it's like two things going on with me where I feel haplessly just energetic, fun, loving, like everything extremely positive, and then the other one is just nothing. I just sit there in the dark. Maybe music, maybe not. Just standing there, laying there, closing my eyes. But I'm always thankful to wake up for the next day. Truth be told, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I will be going to the doctor pretty soon. All the other shit I've just always been afraid for the longest to see what the fuck I do have. Because the worst part is, I feel like I do know that there's another thing. And yes, it's smart to go get it checked out, but just sometimes I like being delusional. It helps you just live better. Let me stop before this shit gets more dark and abysmal. Well, I don't think it's dark and abysmal, but like I said, the self awareness is definitely there. I feel like it's gonna head towards that dark and apathetic corner, but not now. Well, see you soon, because guess what tomorrow is? Oh, wait, no, 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 wait. What the fuck time is it? Ah, fuck, it's Monday. Yeah, I gotta be up in like the next 8 hours. I'm sitting here praying, going, oh, I hope I can get 8 hours of sleep. No, no, no. My body is like, hey, you get 2 hours of sleep, you get 5 hours of sleep, or you get like 7 hours of sleep. Pick between those three. Oh, wait, you can. It's RNG. What fuck? Like, I'm fucking working now. I need like 7 hours. My bad. Six minimum. Six to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. I can already see something at 6, 7, 6, 7. How about 6 to 7 12 gauge bullets up your fucking ass?